It is November 18th, 2020, and here we are live for a Breakfast with Bloomy, the return. I'm back in my basement. We'll discuss that later. But first, let's bring some of our co-hosts on. Let's get... Oh, that one don't work. I'm a little behind on this.
Come on, Dad.
What's up?
What's up?
Isn't he supposed to be in school? Is this approved school?
There is a Verizon issue on the South Shore of Staten Island, so it is what it is.
I heard about that. Is there? So that's it? School's canceled, snow days, and now internet days.
Snow days and now internet days.
Cool.
Hi.
What's up? All right, let's bring more people.
Massimo, you know who that is?
Hello.
That's the guy that wrecks the internet at the house. He's the bad internet guy.
He's the bad internet guy. We ran that hard line from him. It's been better. I haven't heard complaints, right?
Want to complain about the internet? You want to tell him how much
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Start complaining. I'm looking for something, so that's good.
No.
So it actually, I think on my Xbox, it used to be like really bad internet, but now it's solved.
It's solved, right?
He fixed it?
Yeah.
So Bloomy did a good job.
All right. Will he make a review?
We'll make you make a review. All right, bring everyone else on. While you bring everyone else on, I'm going to go get my coffee.
All right. Yo.
Oh, hello there. How are you?
Good. I'm going to bring everyone on, and then we'll talk. All right, let's do this. Let's bring... Where's the sound?
Oh, come on.
I failed.
I don't get my music.
I don't know what happened. Oh, God. Hold on. Let's find the Christina. What happened?
Yeah, I see.
Intro.
Poor
I don't know. Well, you can't bother me. This is what happens. I can reset everything.
Really okay. I really don't care.
I think I found it. It's coming.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go. Do we actually have people watching? We do.
See, it's so much more impactful.
It is. All right, we got Laura.
Hers reminds me of like the Jamaican islands, like.
Well, she also has like 5 audio
like the
tracks
steel
there.
drums.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have a special guest with us today. I think he's been on before. Oh, yeah, he's definitely been on.
He certainly has.
He's got a much better voice than Todd does.
I agree.
And I don't have an intro for him. But
I know.
Todd,
There it is.
I was making an intro for myself because you screwed me.
All right, hold on.
In the morning, I was like, "Give me it." There I am. What's up?
So we haven't been on StreamYard in a while. This is pretty cool. Like I could be like, you know what? I don't want Tom over there. I want Christina over there.
Yep.
That's cool.
Like Brady Bunch.
Yeah, they upped their game up a little bit.
Like so now, like we could have when we were fighting and trying to bring people on, you could have just dragged them around.
Yeah.
Did they change anything else? Not really. They still have the primary. Oh, but look, I could be like, hey,
Yeah.
Tom,
There's
what
a
do you
couple
have to
things.
say about that? Why when you come on my show are you blurry? Your show, you're like crystal clear.
I'm blurry.
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe
Yeah, he's fine with me.
Really
It
good.
might be a little. You know,
I think you have a bad internet connection at your house, Mike.
I think it's a gray hair.
Shots fired already. 3 minutes in. He looks good. Boss looks good.
He looks
Both
good.
bosses look good. I look like shit.
Todd, are you cold?
Yeah,
He's in
pretty-
the warehouse.
our
Where are
studio-
you? You're like bundled
Yeah.
up brim. This is not showing me anything.
Doesn't explain it.
It's off Victory Boulevard.
This is my first time on
We
my
got Laura.
Looks super chilly.
You know, the only good thing I'm going to say about quarantine, Laura,
What?
we don't have to smell that.
No, it's different.
I've always wanted to be
Chicken and
What
rice.
does she make? What does she make that smell?
She microwaves every
I
day.
don't like my breakfast, but it's like a necessity for me. I microwave 5 egg whites and oatmeal, and I mix it up, and then I add a tablespoon of peanut butter, and it's not bad. But he hates the smell of the eggs. But honestly, pick the battles.
All right, hold on, Laura. You could be honest.
What?
She's not near you now, so and you might not.
I've asked her multiple times. She told me I could stay.
I get more of the peanut butter smell than anything, but it doesn't bother me that bad. But
Yeah. So here's what she does, Todd. She takes 5 eggs.
I just explained what I do. Thanks for talking to me again.
I could make odds on that, Dave. Dave wants to see a charity boxing match between Christina and Todd.
Well, Christina
Oh,
wins.
Wait,
crap.
what?
Christina
Let's
wins.
Why do you
do
want
it.
to see me die? That's
you
Only
seen
I have to wear a face mask.
I don't
and
wanna
I'm not
die.
wearing my face at all.
Huh,
Here it is, Dave.
rude.
we're a little rusty. You're all talking over me. This is Breakfast with Bloomy. This is my show. I control the agenda here.
oh
This
god,
isn't fact. Oh, and we've lost
do
Christina.
you
All right,
have
we're
an
back.
agenda today?
No, we have
No
no.
agenda.
No, yeah, we're gonna pick on everyone. It's been 6 months since we picked on people, so we're gonna go around the room. This is gonna be like a roast. But
I'm
no,
glad I was first with my stinky breakfast.
yeah, there we go. But we will say, have you seen her pictures on Instagram? She's training again to for her competition March or April next year, right? Christina?
Mhm.
And she could definitely kick the shit out of all of us.
Yes, I am afraid. I was afraid of her when I first met her, and now I'm more afraid of her. Now,
I don't want you guys to be afraid of me. I want you to like respect my hustle.
Yeah,
okay,
respect
bro.
my
Whatever
authority.
you say. Yes, ma'am. I respect you and I fear you.
So
Yeah.
we had a thing made up, but the problem is the one I loaded is not transparent. But this was loaded. This was made in honor of Christina. So if you look at the top right corner, pop, the little techie geek. But that one's not transparent. But if you look to the right throughout the day, we are going to have various techie troubleshoots just hanging out and chilling with us.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
The fact that he's animated is awesome.
You got to teach me how to do all of this. I'm trying to learn all that. I just started learning.
Yeah, I pay people and companies to do all.
Oh, this
Yeah,
guy.
we don't do this. This is a custom
This-
illustration.
Yeah, why would
It's not
Techie
that.
Geek do techie stuff? Well, that wouldn't make any sense.
But no,
We're headed with that.
that's marketing and
This
design.
is design, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what we do. So we got some viewers here. We were at 10. People don't really like us. They dropped off. Most people are probably working, with the exception of the 2 guys in the entertainment business, or 3 guys in the entertainment business, and then the 3 of us who are now quarantined from our office.
You're not the
So-
only ones, man. I'm telling you, we are in the go of a second wave. Moss, I'll send you the link on where to spend that money when we made that wager many, many, many months ago. By the end of November, a second wave hits, and we are hitting. What happened? You want to know positive? And now they're all going for tests right now. Let the whole team parents. and
And
stuff.
when I got tested, I came out negative.
That's good. That's
boy.
good.
Attaboy.
We avoided it. Well, you know what happened? The father with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they hang out together, all the team's parents, which is crazy. All of our audio's cutting in and out.
I will say there's a Verizon issue going on this island, so maybe that's why.
No, it wasn't even on the island. They're from Jersey.
I have Verizon and my internet seems to be fine here.
Never mind.
Dave, where are you?
South Shore.
Who just yelled, Dave? Where are you?
Dave's probably in your office. He's probably downstairs in your warehouse, no?
He may be in the warehouse.
So to get tested for COVID, they have to do the nostril thing still, or they take blood work to get tested?
No.
Or mouth.
So, I mean, the most efficient, I mean, I've gone about 10 times already.
Really?
Yeah, I normally, every time I pass the center, if I see there's not a line, I go get tested just because of the fact that I'm obviously, out in the element. I mean, I'm diligent. I wear my mask. I mean, sometimes, I walk, you don't know who's been around, right? So ultimately, the rapid test I do the rapid test. I guess it's called the PCR, PRG, PRC. I don't know what it goes. And they're both up to those. But what I understand from on the rapid test is that if you're not showing symptoms, most of the time it will come back negative. So
Yeah. They say the rapid test is, so my landlord is a lab, so they don't do they're not the ones who actually do the testing. They're the ones where the tests are sent to be diagnosed in the laboratory. So she doesn't recommend the rapid at all because she says they're so inaccurate, which they've always said a rapid is inaccurate. The nose will pick it up 2 days earlier than a throat swab will. The throat swab is less intrusive and you could do by yourself at your house. So basically you could swab the back of your throat, but they say coronavirus starts in the nasal cavity and then takes 2 days before it hits your throat. So the test could be 2 days behind.
What if you have a deviated septum? Would that like ruin them giving the test or just hurt extremely more?
I think I have a deviated septum, and I didn't think it was that bad. It was.
Yeah,
it was just. Yeah, I actually just sent Mike the video of me getting it done. I had one of the nurses film it. It was crazy.
Yeah, you did it live, like
you did. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I recorded it for it. It was
people bitch about it. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was gross. So I was like, that's all you heard me say in the video. I was like, that's gross. I was like, it just felt gross. It was crazy.
I don't remember how to share, stream, share this, share that. Boom, boom, play.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
I was absolute last second.
Yeah, they make you keep the mask on. They don't even, look. They don't even let you take it off your face, which is crazy.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you want coronavirus?
I ain't got no coronavirus.
Oh, I ain't doing that. No way.
Wait till you see the second one. The second one's worse. Ugh.
They gotta do both sides.
Look at how high that goes up. Ow!
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god.
It hurts.
Why is
And then they go back in.
Yeah, they gotta do it twice. They need 2 from each.
Tom, you're a big human being.
Oh, hold on a second. Tom, they did 2 because they did the rapid and the regular.
Yeah, the rapid and regular, exactly.
Oh wow.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, but it did not cry.
Both done this.
I'm not gonna lie, little Moss. I cried. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I feel like I'm gonna tear like involuntarily.
Little Moss. Did Big Moss cry?
No, I don't know, because I'm not him, so.
Did you see the top between his eyes?
So, ladies and gentlemen, remote learning at its best.
Remote learning.
Remote learning at its best. The internet cutting out on me, and I'm very happy that we don't have school today.
We got an email. We got an email that Verizon is out. The teacher can't log on. So guess what?
What?
Snow day.
Only
No,
There's
not
no
only.
more snow days.
2020 snow day. It's an internet day. It's terrible.
Well, it was actually funny. We were talking about that today, Massimo, because today was the first cold day, and Massimo said to Desiree, Ma, you think we're going to get a snow day? And I'm like, you're never going to see a snow day again, bud.
So remember on snow days we would make money, right? So how do you make money on an internet?
Yay!
So this is what you see. Everything you see that's going on here.
This is
For those
normal.
of you that don't have children, this is an average Zoom day. Your son or daughter is standing on their chair. They're jumping up and down. It's very challenging. But I have a newfound respect for teachers. God bless them, because it is definitely not easy.
All right. So first off, everyone who's watching, we got 11 million viewers right now. Please comment. Let us know who's here. We'd like to know who's watching with us. We've missed you all. We stopped coming on because everyone was too busy and we were out of the basement. But unfortunately, for the next couple of days, Techie Geek are back in the basement, as one of ours may potentially is sick. So we're waiting for some test results. So to be safe,
He'll be fine.
I've remoted all of my staff to keep everyone safe. So I figured what better than to get the group together and come back on live. We're going to do an 8-hour show today. We're going to go from 10 to 6.
You want to get something sick? I did a 26-hour stream the other day.
Oh,
What?
God,
You
why?
Out of your fucking mind?
We gambled the whole time. It was crazy. Crazy.
Did you drink the whole time?
If I was
What? No, I drank
You
most of the
drank?
time. I got tired towards the end. Like the last like 8 hours were rougher.
Dude, your camera is sick.
Yeah, it's a DSLR with some good glass on it. Meanwhile, Mike said I was blurry. I was like, "What's that?"
I think it's the gray hairs. I think you need to Just for Men over there.
how gray do I look? I look that great. It's in the beard, maybe.
Yeah, it's in the beard. You know, they can tell you the story. I probably shouldn't be speaking. I did the Just for Men a few months back, and I burned my whole face.
Stop.
It
Did
was
you?
so it was so because they tell you not to get it on your skin, and I just put it on my hands and like rub. And Christina could tell you my whole like forehead was burnt and peeled.
I'm embracing it. Let me go gray. I don't even
Yeah.
know. Whatever.
Brace.
I like Chloe from The Sopranos.
wouldn't mind being a silver fox. I'll deal with it.
Oh, boxes are good.
That's curse right in front of my face. I don't care.
I almost dyed my hair white when I had that man bun and all the hair.
Man bun. Oh, no.
Man, I had a crazy. My hair was down to here.
Helmet
Before
on.
I cut it, yeah, I donated it all. Crazy.
Speaking of dyeing their hair, how about Frank Wilkinson with the pink hair?
Are they still doing their shows?
Yeah.
No, he does it like once a week now, I think.
He's still doing it, but he does it a lot less. I mean, he was doing 7 days a week hard. I mean, a lot.
I'm telling you right now, during the second lockdown, you guys need to get on Twitch. That's my good platform. That's monetizable platform, guys.
Oh, really?
We play some music together.
What's up?
Like we gotta start a band if we go on Twitch.
Band.
Everyone
What?
plays. Like, there's a lot of musicians on there, so we could do. Like
It's a lot of different kinds of people. There's artists, there's musicians, there's gamers. It was originally
There's people
like
that like to gamble.
platform.
Follow me. If you have Amazon Prime and you're not on Twitch, you get a free follow. Do the subscription right here, guys. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. We're gonna make a video how to do that, and then I'll post it up.
What does that mean? You get a free.
So what happens is, if you just have Amazon Prime, right? They give you a free subscription to a channel on Twitch. So it doesn't cost you anything to go on there and click subscribe.
To pay for Twitch? Like you pay for subscription?
You don't have to, but you
don't
can
have to
subscribe to somebody to like help pay the money. You can follow people, but to get certain sometimes you can't comment on like a video. Like they'll be live and you can't comment unless you're a subscriber. So like there are some benefits of subscribing to a certain channel.
And you get little emotes that I create, little custom emotes, and then you can put them up. Crazy. And how about this? I have a guy in the Netherlands. When I first, I really just first started getting into it recently because I was like, this is a better platform. The guy's like, make a donation button. I'm like, I don't need your $5. I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, just enjoy the channel. He's like, just make a donation button. He's like, I don't want to give Jeff Bezos any money. So I made the donation button. The guy's giving me hundreds of dollars. He's never given me less than $50 at a donation. Just to say thank you for streaming.
Amazon.
Really?
Swear to God. What's up? Yeah, Twitch is owned by Amazon.
That's why
if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription.
That's cool.
So if I could just find all my friends that don't care about Twitch and use their free subscription, I'll be able to make as much income as I used to, hopefully.
There was a story today in the paper I read on like Business Insider of a girl, a fan who was making $7,000 a month as, I guess, whatever private pictures to her fans, and the government, like one of the Navy bases Twitter accounts was hacked, and they started like talking to her, saying how hot, like cute she was and everything, and now that went viral, and she has this $35,000 a month subscription on OnlyFans just from that.
Good for her.
Wow.
There's making a lot of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what Moss is working on right now. He's making his OnlyFans. He's adapting.
I would subscribe to that.
What kind of content?
If you do OnlyFans, I'll subscribe.
Yeah.
Large. He has nothing but large hens.
Wait.
Dave's comment. I heard Tom has an OnlyFans for his voice.
Yeah. I say whatever you want. You got the.
Hey, baby.
Is there one where you like pay perfect? I need something like that. Pay per voice. I'm with it.
Paper voice. All right, Tom. We got to talk. I got to do this Twitch thing.
I'm telling you.
It's a good way to make money. I know a couple people who are on it, and like it's tough to get like a big following and a lot of money, but it's a good way to like just get in some kind of money.
Yeah, but you could. It could move. Yeah. I'm actually launching multiple channels right now. So Down to the Felt, New Jersey is launched and it's monetizing already. The bucket list experience is coming. It's going to be on soon. If you want, matter of fact, if you guys want to partake in this, I'll do it with all of you and any of your viewers. All you have to do is send me 5 items that are on your bucket list. Right? Give me 5 things that are on your bucket list. I'm going to write them down. I drop them in a bucket. Hold on, I think I got the bucket right here. Right? So now we pull your dreams out of a bucket, and we're going to make one happen every show. So every show, I'm going to make somebody's bucket list experience come true.
I like it.
That's pretty cool.
Right. That bucket list thing is a great idea, bro.
And then we're working on a couple others. Like I'm doing Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling, which is a show already with a couple comedians that they interview all famous comedians, and we do a lot of that. So it's all the behind the scenes drinking and hanging out with comedians. It's another show separate. And then we may be working on something, me and Moss, but it's super secret. I'm going to work on it very soon. You'll see it when it launches.
Yeah. You're supposed to have me and everything. So I did get a picture.
You're welcome on everything. I've been consulting you on everything. What's up, Prado? How are you, sir? Good morning.
Who's this?
Yeah.
So
my
Monster
God.
sent me a picture from his OnlyFans. Let me get that up for us. This is his first one.
Nice.
Hey, very nice. You should have put Maz's face on it. That would have been epic.
Yeah, all right, we'll do that for later.
It'll be
Are we doing midday with Mas too today?
No.
Look at Christina. She's like, this is my only time on.
Chris, how are you even trained?
She- She's going to the gym, I'm sure.
How are you even
trained?
We're gonna go to the gym today, of course.
Of course you are.
She's like Herschel Walker. She does push-ups and pull-ups in her house all day. That's it. Sit
Yeah,
up,
that's
push-ups,
the way I
pull-ups.
get it shaped. I love that.
Strictly plyometrics on her end while we're in quarantine. You're fine.
I know, I'm worried about the gym shutting down. I'm worried about that.
You know what's
Mike-
sick? I have a Life Fitness cycle, a recumbent bike in my living room right now because I bought it from a gym closing down for my wife.
Oh,
She's
yeah?
like, I want a bike. Yeah,
that's
I
smart.
stole it. It's a $3,000 bike. I got it for like $500.
Yeah, I've been looking for something like on Craigslist just to have a piece of cardio equipment at my house, whatever it is. My mom was even talking about it this morning. She's like, I always see stuff like on the street. I'm like, well, if it's working, I don't mind if it's a street bike. Just like, I need something just to have in the house. It's just so much easier to like when I get in my prep and I have to start doing like 2-day cardio. It's a lot to have to go to the gym in the morning, go to work, go to gym at night. So at least that helps the equation by having a piece of cardio equipment at home.
I'll send Mike the link. There's auctions that all these gyms are shutting down, which is sad.
Yeah.
But you could buy a piece of gym equipment for almost nothing right now. Like one of the really good pieces.
What you can do is you could take a walk.
Take a walk. You go running around the neighborhood.
Simple as that.
Kid, but yeah,
I'm an idiot.
There he is.
do a lot of work.
Frank Mazzarella wants to know why is everyone
I
picking
don't
on
have
you?
that.
Everyone's always picking on Mike.
Nice.
Why is
Why
Frank?
is everybody always picking on me?
Frank, everyone picks on me. It's all right. You know what it is? I take it for what it's worth. He's a fellow Wolfpack dad.
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack. One man Wolfpack.
Those are season 4.
It's a great line from Hangover.
I remember seeing, didn't Massimo make the like game-winning goal in the playoffs?
Massimo did score a winning goal at the
Tournament.
At the tournament. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was OT. And I was like, I knew I couldn't let my team down because I was literally coming up the ice. And then I had to bury it. And I buried it.
and I buried it.
Buried it. You buried it.
OT's overtime,
Buried
Mike.
it on the right side, and I lifted it up, and this was me like, yes, yes! And then after, my teammate actually hit the pile, and then they created a bigger pile.
Probably one of. Hold on. Did they tell me the time? Or do you want me to call?
The best moments.
I like how he's telling a story about his son. One of the best
In
moments.
the locker room, we were saying we are the champions, and Dad's like, "Shut up! The other team's in the locker room right next to us."
It was probably, I will tell you, as a father and a coach, probably one of the greatest experiences. Listen, it's a game, right? But for that moment, it was like winning the Stanley Cup. I mean, really, really, really cool. Really good experience, and for the kids, I mean, to see the way the kids, I mean, disregard the winning, seeing the kids celebrate was one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, like yeah.
Good job cutting cameras. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm trying. I've been watching a lot of fake news. So I watch how they cut the cameras.
They cutting cameras. Makes sense.
Oh, God.
It's over. Politics is over.
Wants you to put the video on.
What big? Do you have it? Send it to me. I'll put it on.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Mark Jackalone's watching.
Yeah, it was a good one.
How do you know? They didn't post on our stuff.
It was such a dang
No,
good
Mark Jackalone. I just got a notification. Mark Jackalone's watching. Good man, that Mark.
Todd really looks like he's in Alaska. Shouldn't Dave be dressed like you?
Fucking freezing.
It's only like 58 degrees over there.
I have a goddamn, and I have a fireplace going too.
I don't think it's that cold out. Is it that cold outside?
It's 30 today.
I'm a
Oh,
delicate
God,
flower.
is it really?
I'm a
Yeah.
delicate
I know
flower.
yesterday it had
Freeze.
frost on the ground.
Yeah, it was 32 this morning.
Yeah, it was cold as hell this morning.
I'm not ready for this.
that?
It's 6 mics being on at the same time, and everyone's talking to each other. What that is.
Jen Fitch. Wait, you keep live?
Not everyone's on a headphone.
Feels like it, honestly.
What's up? Happy
Hey,
birthday.
Jen.
Hello, Jennifer Fetch. Yeah, it's Groundhog Day.
She lives like right near me.
Yeah, she moved to Jersey. Just super exciting. And she had a birthday.
I think she's Madawan. I'm like the next town.
We should get Heather on a breakfast with Bloomy.
Yeah.
They all meet tonight for sure. I think she's actually teaching at Columbia University right now.
Is
She's
she
awesome.
remote, or
Yeah, she's all remote. They went completely remote. And now the good money, if you're wagering, is locked down by December 5th.
No. Even Bloomy said no way.
Okay, cool. I'm ready. UK's locked down. Belgium's locked down. I'm not for it. It's hurting me more than anybody.
Yeah,
I have an
of
event
course.
booked on December 5th. We'll see if it goes.
the only way it could work financially for businesses if they the one invite who we lose. Mom. The only way they say it could happen is you've upset him. He left.
No way. Did I really upset him?
Yeah, because you're talking about a lockdown. He gets very angry. So the only way they said that they would do it is if they could pay every single person in America's salary and every business owner's basically profits. They said
Yeah,
they
they're not going to do that.
I know they can't agree on anything.
Yikes.
But because otherwise,
No.
like I really hope I'm not saying anything because the last time I said this would be 2 weeks.
I will be done on Memorial Day.
That was a little bit of a I might have jinxed it. So I say nothing. I just pray.
If you're not going to say anything, I'd love for Tom to say anything because Heather,
The
when
mess.
she comes on the show, is extremely informative.
That's
So,
just-
Tom, are you basing this off things that both you and she have found? And
Yeah. Just
Just
from watching
where
the trends that are
trends are
happening in
going.
Europe, I think it might go down over here again.
say again?
Watching the trends in Europe all in lockdown again. Now that's what happened the first time, and then it's slowly going backwards, like right now.
All right, Ma sent a video. Let's play this.
Hey, this baby.
Oh, that's why you signed up. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I accidentally hit off.
That's all right.
You tape every game like this?
This is called live. I think live bond.
That's cool.
So Massimo is right here.
Yeah, 91. Buries it.
Buries it.
So who jumped off? Is that
Oh, look at him go!
This was the greatest part of the whole thing.
That's great.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, good. Came in hot.
I do remember when I played hockey the first time I was on the ice, and you're so scared to get hit, and then you finally get checked, and you realize you don't feel a thing with all that equipment on.
So
If we
great.
can,
No, keep it playing. Keep it playing. This is
oh,
very
keep
funny
it going,
part.
keep it going. It's another part.
Keep
Hold on.
watching. Let him live out his life.
That's me getting up.
Throw the gloves.
There you go.
Do you ever worry about like
replay.
not having gloves on and ice skating and falling and
If you
That's
want to see
right there
something,
with
Ugh.
you want to see something really funny, we'll go back to here. Watch.
Top
I'm
shelf.
right there. That's
You zoom
me.
in.
Uh,
Are you standing on the bench right now?
I am. Watch. You're going to see me stand on the boards.
And then he jumped off
Oh gosh.
onto the.
That's
Right
me
now.
standing on the boards.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. That's hilarious. Look at him.
No, that shows the end funny part.
So
That was cute. You jumping up and
I gotta
down.
tell you, I mean, even though there's 7, it was a lot of fun. That day was just an amazing day. As a father, your son scoring the winning goal. As a coach, your team winning the championship, and seeing the kids, just the celebration of the kids, by far to me is the best part.
One
of
of
the
the
whole thing.
funny part,
Yeah.
at the end of the video, I was like, Mom, I scored the winning goal.
Yeah, he went, but all right, Miles, enough. Not
Was
about
she
you.
there?
Yeah, they were in the stands. They were allowed to stay in the stands with masks on. What they do
Nice.
in the rinks are very, very, very heavily ventilated.
Yeah.
So basically, they mark out like spots. So like every 6 feet, there's a There's an X where you can stand or sit, so on and so forth. So
What rink is that?
That was Woodbridge, right? Or-
I'm sorry.
Jennifer asked, "Is that in Woodbridge?"
No, we were all the way out by the Mohegan Sun. That was 20.
Damn.
Yeah, we do play at Woodbridge. Yeah, Woodbridge Community Center.
That's our home rink. Yes.
I haven't been able to go to any of my nephew's game except for the one that there's an outdoor rink that you could stand like on the other side of a fence over there.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. There may be an Old Bridge.
Yeah, that's the Old Bridge one exactly. That's the one I've been
Yeah.
watching.
So to
They
go
won't
back
let
to the video, that's called Live Barn. Not Live Barn. What's it called? Live Barn. There's what is it?
Periscope.
No, it's not Periscope. I think it's called Live Barn.
Yeah, it's called Live Barn.
And it's a lot of the rinks have it set up so you can actually watch the kids. It's actually made for.
Cool.
I don't know actually where it was made from, but I think it was originally made that for people to log in. It's a subscription, a monthly subscription.
Did they have it before COVID, or was that?
Yeah, no, they've had it before
Yeah.
COVID. Because I know there was there was a couple of tournaments we were at that, our organization, the heads of our organizations were like, oh, we saw the game. And I'm like, how did you see it? And they said, oh, we watched it on Live Barn. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good market for that. It's an interesting idea.
Playing hockey was probably one of the
100.
things I did when I was in high school.
Yes.
It definitely,
It always looks like a lot of fun. I love watching hockey as a kid.
except I remember like my best friend, he played for Farrell and I played for Tech, so not really a team.
Did you only play hockey or did you play anything else?
Me?
Yeah.
I dig bowling, which isn't really a sport. But I hope Frank's not watching.
I was about to say,
So,
like that.
but yeah, I was a bowler. My dad worked in bowling alley for 30 something years. My dad owned the bowling alley.
Yeah.
So I grew up around bowling.
That's cool.
And then hockey but my parents would never let me do hockey because at that time hockey was like practice was like in the middle of the night, like 5 a.m.
How old
6
were you?
Yeah, it's always
I
early.
ended up playing in June. I'm 37. I started playing I played in high school in junior year on JV. That was the first.
You know what time we get up on Saturdays and Sundays?
Well, what, 4 a.m., 3 a.m.?
4 and 5 a.m. We're on the ice. We have to be at the rink by 6:15 to 6:30, depending on our game.
Yeah.
We're out Saturdays and Sunday mornings by 5. Normally by 5:30, we're on the road.
Yeah,
Wow.
my parents
Yeah,
did
that
not
makes
want to.
sense.
My parents did not want to commit to that. They didn't.
It's a huge.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Finally, in junior high school, my mom remarried, and he was big in the sports, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll drive you. I'll do whatever." So I ended up playing, and I played JV, and then I got hurt. I hurt my back. But I love it. But I remember playing one of the best games we did was me versus one of my best friends, Gambino, Mike Gambino. He played for Farrell. So we were on the ice together. All I wanted to do was kill him. That was all I wanted to do. I basically paid no attention to the puck, and I just destroyed him whenever he got. And I remember getting off the ice, and his mother came to me, and she's like, "Why were you trying to kill my son?" It was the only time I got to be on the ice with him. I just wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the penalty box a lot. There's like my stepfather to this day was like,
Is the penalty box what they call the snack shack?
Yeah, I was in the penalty box and I got out of the penalty box, and the same kid who was pissing me off came right like towards me. I was out of the penalty box for like 3 seconds. I smashed him into the board. They called the penalty. I was right back in. The coach walks over. He goes, "Thanks a lot. That was exactly the play we needed. Thank you for that." I was like, "Sorry."
So
There's like-
I'm gonna tell you that it's a great sport. It could be dangerous, but we don't tolerate any type of dangerous
Aggression.
Yeah, I mean, last week, Massimo. I mean, he's 7, so those are mites. He's a 2013. So basically, Massimo and this other player were going for the puck, and the other kid fell. And the way Massimo fell into him, we wanted to push him headfirst into the boards. We immediately pulled Massimo off the ice. It's a boarding. Did he do it on purpose? Did he not do it on purpose? We don't know. But the other
Mas,
coach,
did you do it on purpose, little Mas?
You tell us. No one's watching.
It was an accident. I couldn't stop because I knew
All of a sudden, he couldn't stop.
Yeah, but more importantly, it wasn't.
I knew if he didn't fall, I knew that was probably going to hurt him. Because maybe it might have hit his sock and that might have gotten cut.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, because when we played hockey, right, it wasn't really the kids fighting; it was the parents in the like we'd be fist fighting. We'd be on the ice looking up, and parents just killing each other. Is it like that still, Moss, or have parents grow up?
Listen, so Massimo plays ice. Massimo played one season of basketball.
One season of soccer.
One season of soccer. Basketball was just hard for him to go from hockey, where it's physical contact, to basketball, where foul. And he's doing, he's playing flag football, whatever you want to call it. I mean, and the flag football parents are crazy. Those parents are crazy.
Football is definitely the more.
Do you
intense.
remember the roller skating rink that was on Father Capodanno?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I played in a league there, and I remember one year we were playing, a parent hopped over the boards and punched one of the kids in the face.
Yes.
Punch the kid in the face? That's awesome.
Punched the because the kid
That would have went so viral if we could have had if somebody had camera phones.
Like the kid pecked the kid's the father's son or whatever, and it was a foul, like a penalty. But the father got so mad he jumped over the boards, ran, and next thing you know, there's parents into the rink, cops called. It was like crazy.
Oh my god!
You see those videos on YouTube that went viral like that.
I think that was one of the last times we played there because we were like in a league. And there's Moss.
With Moss and his unit.
Oh wow!
Is that for like practice?
Men's league tonight, my first game. I am super excited.
Do they have the live duck or live barn so we can watch?
They do not have live barn yet, but
The live duck.
Desiree is so pissed off. She goes, "I really want to see this shit show."
What is it?
How do you think I'm going to do?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Oh, that's nice.
Pretty good.
Be all right.
Pretty good.
So
How's training coming, Moss?
Training for
The marathon?
yeah. We gave up on it.
Hey, Dave asked that, not me. I'm just reading the comments.
Listen,
I was gonna say he probably gave up on that like 2 weeks after he said it.
Did I have a wager on that with you too? Did I take action there?
Oh,
I think you
God.
did.
People.
My-
Yeah, he raised about
I'm just gonna collect on a monster party when the world opens up.
Tom, all the videos are on YouTube. You just got to watch through about
I just gotta
400
wade through
hours.
3,000 hours of nonsense. You know what? Isn't that what you hire people for, Mike? You said you pay people to do that. Get one of these young ladies to wade through this footage. We need highlights for the next Breakfast with Bloomy.
Or you don't want to close caption all the footage.
I'm not going to lie.
Tempting, but
No.
Once they canceled the actual marathon, I lost interest. The thought of doing it on Highland Boulevard was a good idea, but I just gave up.
I would have followed you. I would have rode a bike behind you with a GoPro just to document the whole thing.
We could have
Then
gone
I
live.
still think I
Then
can
I'd
do
put
it.
it on my Twitch channel.
And it would have got a lot of views.
Can we do a Twitch channel with Christina's training? She would love it. If you send someone to film her, she's all in.
you could. The thing about Twitch is that it's live though, so it would have to be like live from the gym.
Training, baby. Let's pump
Yeah,
up.
Twitch
some
is like the
jugs.
background of it, and then the film stuff goes on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
usually the move.
Now, would you,
I'm sorry. Christina, I actually gave you a compliment yesterday to Mike. I said,
Yeah, Mike told me. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I said, let me tell you, she's dedicated. She's going to it. She's training. I mean, listen, I do good for breakfast. I do good for lunch. I do good for snacks all day. I throw it away at dinner every night.
I started eating salad yesterday. I'm 2 days into salad for lunch. Well, I haven't had lunch yet today.
Salad for lunch.
So today for breakfast, I had scrambled egg. I had 2 ounces of salmon. And then for lunch, I'm going to have a salad with some grilled chicken. And for dinner, Nicole is making in the slow cooker pork chops with onions and peppers and mushrooms and chicken broth.
That sounds good.
Low sodium. So,
Mike, you should try this new diet. You just eat once a day.
yeah, I can't do that. Is that really a new diet?
I
Mike?
eat 6 times
That
a
is
day.
something people
There's
do.
no reason
7 a.m. You don't until 10 p.m. You just eat once a day, all day.
no reason to do that because intermittent fasting leads to binging.
Chris, you missed the joke. You
I
started.
can hardly hear you. There's fucking people building a house next door. My mic is fucked up.
Earmuffs.
Around about
Dave
9.
said you tossed in salads. This combo's for after dark.
So you start at
What was
7
that?
a.m. and you finish at 10 p.m. You eat once a day, all day.
I just reintroduced meat into my diet for the first time in a while. It was interesting.
Yeah?
Created what?
You
I
said what?
reintroduced meat. I was strictly plant-based whole food for a while. For a long time.
Ah, for how long?
We
What's
got to
up?
talk about this.
Eat again?
For our anniversary, we went to Peter Luger's, so I had a steak there. And then we've had a couple trickles of it this month, but we're like, once December hits, we're gonna go back to I'll go back to pescatarian in December.
Why do you choose to go meat free?
I just feel better.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like the anti-inflammatory factors were really like bigger. Like I do fish, so I don't mind fish. Like even now I don't eat meat. Like I personally have probably eaten meat 10 times this year, 11 times.
Meat meaning like steak or like chicken as well?
Chicken, pork, or steak.
Anything like that,
I've only had red meat 2 or 3 times this year.
Wow.
I would say I don't feel good after I eat like a steak. I know a lot of people love steak. I don't really choose to eat a lot of beef or heavy like red meats.
So
Yeah.
I was planning to do a holiday party at Fernandez. Does that mean, Laura, you will not eat?
I'll eat
They have
it
really good
occasionally,
seafood
but
there,
it's
too.
not like I enjoy eating a ton of red meat. After I stopped eating it a lot, I felt a lot better, and I just didn't spend days like feeling gross.
I will
Mike,
say.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Moss. What you saying?
That's so funny you said Fernandez because I was at Addison Park yesterday. I had to drop off some of our flyers, and I passed the Fernandez there, and I was like, "Wow, we haven't been. We normally go there for Christmas. We go there with all the guys. We've been going since the place on Fleming Avenue in Newark.
Yeah, that's the good one.
That's really good.
That's the original. Well, is that the original or is that number 2?
That's number 2, but that one is actually we've been going to that place. I mean, we actually had a client, a Portuguese client. We were doing a Portuguese event planner that said, I want to take you to this place. We were looking at, no, I'm sorry. We were talking to a developer in Newark, and we were contemplating buying some Section 8 houses there. And he took us to this Fernandez place, and the place was amazing.
Oh, it's the one in Newark is excellent. Like I love going there. I went to the one on 35 for a Kiwanis Christmas party like 2 years ago, and I wasn't happy with it. But we were also with 40 people, so
You get the skewers.
yeah. If I go, I'm all you can eat, right?
So that's the Rizio. So Tom, you'll appreciate this. So we went there with cousin Richie,
Uh-huh.
and we got lost. And we drive down this block in Newark. Well, cousin Richie told me one, and he goes the other. He goes, safety's off. It was a day. I mean, listen, you make a wrong turn in Newark, it's not a fun neighborhood to get lost.
Yeah, Newark's a different animal. Frank Tisanello's checking in. What's up, Frank? How are you, sir?
Frank?
Good morning.
Frank,
Bloomy, you don't highlight comments on here?
Yeah, I did. I brought it up. You didn't see it.
I didn't see him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Frank dropped me off a really nice Star Trek pocket watch, I think 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. It's in the office, so I can't show you. I'm back in my basement. But no, it was, next time, it's really cool. He said he had it, and he was like, I wanted to give it away to someone that would appreciate it. And he's like, you're a geek.
Perfect.
Oh, that's what a pocket watch was, or a grandfather watch the other day.
Yeah, when we were trying to figure out what they're called.
Yeah.
Have you
I
ever
dig
seen
it.
on the show before?
Nope,
First time?
first time.
What?
He's so obsessed about this. I told him this morning that we're going to go on our TV show, and that was it. I've been thinking about it for an hour.
Does he know that we're on Pix 11?
X. Jeez.
Is that still around?
Out of
Pix
the barrel.
11? Is it still Pix 11?
I guess.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's X. Yeah.
It's almost 11, guys.
No, I think it's the WB now, isn't it?
W11.
Oh, is it
WB.
WB11?
What's
Hello,
up, Kathy? How are you?
Let's see.
Kathy.
Let's break that this time.
Channel 11. What is it?
Actually, I'll be
Pix 11.
Pix 11.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
remember when it was WB11. Wow, that was like long ago.
And all the shows on it. You had UPN 9, WP11.
UPN 9.
UPN 9. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Donna fan club
Worst
checking in.
channel to ever exist.
Hey, Silvana. Good morning.
Yeah, Pix 11, New York's very own. So, Mas, you've switched to Verizon. So, you missed New York one.
Maybe now it picks. Got it.
Sorry. I didn't hear you, Mike.
Big shout
I
out.
said you switched to Verizon. Do you miss New York One?
I'm,
Check it
I definitely
Big
miss New
shout.
York one. Massimo, who's that?
Hey.
I forgot.
You forgot. Who is it? What's that say? You can read.
Fiona? Gogama?
Who is that?
Gargoyle?
Pokemon.
Guillermo?
Emma?
Who's Guillermo? You remember?
Oh, I don't have a memory.
I knew it wasn't real.
Way to throw
No.
Moss under the bus.
Good
Little
job.
Moss.
From Italy.
Like, you don't remember him? He's like,
You
this guy
get
just signed out. We just lost a viewer. I have no idea who I'm saying hello to. What are you talking about, Dad?
So I definitely miss New York one. I don't sleep. I've been up every night at 3 a.m. So New York one's a nice thing to watch. And I had to move over to the Smithsonian channel.
I'll text you a good channel to watch at 3 in the morning. I
Oh,
don't want
yeah?
to take it here.
Sorry. What is it?
It's a news channel, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to.
No, I won't watch news. I don't care anymore about.
Moss, just go on Twitch, look up Down to the Felt NJ, support your friends.
King of Plug.
I'm on all the time.
Listen,
All the time trying to create content.
I do not want to order. I do not want to watch news. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. Massimo made the solar system.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
All right, is Pluto a planet? Yes or no?
No.
No, it's a dwarf planet.
Tell them all about the planets. Watch
I
this.
thought they gave it back its planet status.
Oh.
I thought it did too.
Tell 'em.
Yeah, I think it's
Did
still
you
bad.
guys know that Planet 9 is real?
Yeah.
What?
Planet.
What?
Planet 9 is real. Want me to show you what it looks like?
Nope, just
Yep.
don't.
Did you see Dragon? Did you see Dragon Doc the other day, Moss?
No.
Oh, it was killer. How do you not watch that? You gotta. Sooner or later, you'll be on one of those things hovering above the Earth towards the space station.
So
Gonna be commercial.
I don't watch anything political. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. Trump, Biden, whatever. Don't care no more.
Pluto did make headlines that it was becoming a planet again, but on the NASA's website, it says it still meets the classification for a dwarf planet.
Nice.
Did you see the SpaceX though the other day? That is so cool.
That's what I'm talking about. That was Dragon.
Pluto.
Yeah, Dragon, yeah. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
I saw
So
Hulu
sick.
watching that as a show. The launching.
Oh yeah, no,
What do we got
my
going
wife loves it. So like we tune in like when they get there, because when they have to dock, you get to see them actually interact with people that have been sitting in space for how long? What's up, Anthony? How are you, sir?
Anthony.
Are you guys ready to see Planet 9?
Yeah, bring up Planet 9.
I don't know anything.
Where is Planet 9 located?
There's another
Tell
planet.
Todd about it.
Hey, Little Mom, do you believe in aliens?
I do not think aliens are real.
So you don't
Really?
believe in the whole universe, not, like there is no other living creatures.
No other living creatures, just
There's
us.
something out there.
Yeah, but there might. I don't know. 'Cause
What?
Do you know how many planets there are in the universe?
Pluto, we don't know yet.
Like in our solar system, what? There's technically 9 planets, and there's how many solar systems out there? In an infinite amount, right? It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, infinitely expanding.
Mike, Dave wants to see Uranus.
Mercury, there you go. That is not enough.
I'm gonna get that.
He literally wrote that too, and he didn't even write like Uranus, the planet. He wrote
Right. This is Uranus.
adult, like totally mature.
Keep it classy, Dave.
Keep it professional.
Just Earth, because you already know what Earth looks like.
Dave, send the photo from Alaska, Dave.
Now,
Yeah,
Little Mom,
oh, go ahead.
Inside
I have a
the-
question for you all.
yeah, well, Little
I had
Mom.
oh, go ahead. I don't want to steal it from you. I'll bull right through you. Anyway, I had Moss take a test, a personality test. I want you all to take it because I'm dying to know what everybody's personalities
one?
are. The
Myers-Briggs.
Myers-Briggs, yes.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Have
we
you-
take-
yeah. I've taken it multiple times and I've gotten the same one from
What are you
like
guys?
middle school to college. Gotten the same one.
I hear everything. Like
I want to jot this down. What are you?
I'm a
Uh,
commander.
I wanted to-
A what?
A commander.
Commander? Do you know what the letters are? The core letters? The 4 letters?
I'm ENFP.
ENFP? Yeah. What is up? Really? You too?
ENTJ.
ENFP. Look at you.
Okay,
Now I'm
can
gonna
you
write this
send
down.
over that test?
ENTJ.
I sent it to you, Todd.
ENTJ?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love
Is
it.
that the second test from the E Club that they wanted us to do?
Yeah.
That you talked about?
Tom, I took it last year. So in 2019, I was in ENFJ.
ENFJ?
And then this year I took it and I got a ESFP.
All right. I could give you a more in-depth test. Like, here's the problem with the test, right? I find that some people don't answer honestly. Like Moss is an ESFP.
So, personality.
It's some of those questions are hard to be like self-judging. You know,
That's what
you're
it
like,
is.
oh, I
People
feel
say who they
comfortable,
wanna be.
and like you feel like you're comfortable, and then when you're actually in that situation, you don't feel comfortable. It's hard to always like self-regulate those questions.
Yeah, some people answer what they want to be, not what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And that's what I'm fine. But so that's why you take the test. Like, there's a couple more in-depth ones that make you answer more like repetitive style questions with different wording that'll kind of weed out your tricking yourself.
Because I feel like
I think I'm an ESFP.
Do you feel like you and Moss are very similar in personality type?
Yeah, I think that's why we clash a lot.
You could do an entire show because what's sick is I'm having everybody take these tests, right? And then I'm reading to them what the description of that personality is. And I'm like, does this sound like you? And some people like spot on. Other people I'm like, maybe you need to take it again. Because like what sealed it for me when I was taking it was all the flaws. Like I am all the flaws of what it is, which I was like, perfect. Like I don't want to hear what's good about me because that's like horoscopes. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna come into wealth today. You're this. I'm like, I don't believe that. This is like scientifically, like it tells me like, and it kind of gauges and tells you why you're like that, which I dig.
Yeah,
why
no.
are you like this?
You know, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, and it explains why I have arguments with certain people. I'm trying to find ISTJs. I can't find any.
Well, so we also did the DISC test, personality test, you know, and Massimo and Christina are pretty much the same DISC.
that was me.
Identical.
That was me.
It
Oh,
was
was it?
Laura.
It was me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yes. Laura and Massimo are identical. Christina's like an equal pie. She was cut up in all like equal, like everything. So like a
Really?
I
clean-
Christina, what were you again? What were your letters?
I could pull them up if you want. I have them. Oh, you're talking about that.
ENTJ.
ENTJ. Okay. It's funny because I'm making
like,
charts of all this.
From reading mine, like, because I've taken mine a couple times too, and I feel like it's spot on. Like, mine is very, like, me, I feel like.
Yeah. But it's funny. Like, I said something on my cast the other night with Heather, and I'm like, oh, I got an ENFP, Frank. I'll take this down. I'm going to actually write down everybody in the group, too.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go cook lunch.
All right. Take care, Dr. Dad. Great to see you.
Bye.
Bye, little Mas.
I'm on.
Great goal, buddy.
Why not?
Because
Hey, we should do that live.
What's
Why
that?
not?
Do what?
Is that what you're doing live, Tom?
What's that? I do
Take the
some.
question.
How long's the show?
They're so long.
What's up, little Mas?
How long's the show?
show's an hour, but we gotta go. We gotta have lunch. Say goodbye.
Oh, I have to go. I have done a little bit of it live.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk to people about it. Like I do, this is actually Heather's passion because she's an academic and she's into all this stuff. She's been talking to me about this for a while. She's like, I have a really good idea of what you are. She's like, but I don't want to tell you. She's like, I want you to take the test. And when I took it, she's like, spot on. You're 150% that. She's like, I've known that. And it's
What are
crazy. What's up?
What were you?
What did you come out
I'm
as?
I'm an ENFP. So it's considered like a campaigner.
You're like Frank is.
Yeah, I need somebody with structure to support me. So I need an IST. You know what's funny? So now ISTJs, but because of their personality, will not take this test. I'm convinced my brother's an ISTJ. I've asked him
Because he
to
won't
this
take it.
test. Yeah, like 10 times. 10 times. To the point where I'm like, Vin, could you please take that test for me? He's like, I'm busy right now. I'm taking down my Halloween decorations. I'm putting up my things because they're very categorized and they have to do their tasks. And I'm the opposite. I don't complete tasks. So it took me forever to fix that bike. I spent hundreds of dollars on it, and I'm like, it's just sitting there in pieces because I'm like, I moved on to something else that's shiny and new to me.
Right.
I'm like Tommy. I'm like, Tommy boy, Chris Farley.
Oh.
I pet it. I love it. It's so crazy. Anything, something shiny comes by, it like captures, enamors me. So like
Yeah.
yesterday, I was calling Bloomy. I was like, I want to learn how to do all these logo reveals and stuff. He's like, all right, buy this, buy this. Bloomy's very good at buying stuff. So I bought all the stuff he told me. And then I'm like, can you teach me how to use it? He's like, no, I pay people for that. Oh, so you own it, but you don't use it. Good.
Like, that's
Good
the whole thing. I'm not a teacher. I am definitely like, I'm very good at tech. I am not very good at teaching tech. I have zero patience. So like, I want to come in there and be like, bop, 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 done, go. So that's why I need to hire people that know how
Mike,
to do things.
you had these two beautiful ladies with you. What you should be doing, because all I do when I'm looking for something technically is look up a YouTube video on how to do it. Have them do it and talk people through it and film it well. Your YouTube channel will blow up.
Christina does a lot of that.
Some of that.
Yeah.
Laura likes to be.
Thanks for watching our videos.
I do watch your videos, but he doesn't. All right, here's the thing. You do things like that, but pertaining to businesses, right?
Yeah.
Do the little stuff to get me captured, because the stuff that people are looking to do on their own and that's what I YouTube. I don't YouTube like what I need done on a business. I YouTube what I need to do right now. I watch them do it and I follow them.
I will say Mike's review of his new laptop got more engagements than a lot of our other stuff because people are looking up reviews of different laptops.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said we should do reviews on other IT stuff, but we just look. We get busy. We like.
Yeah.
Christina,
You need an ISTJ in that office.
We get more work done when we're out of the office because it's not me parading around talking to people. Nothing upsets Christina more than the 3 hours I talk to them.
But it's what upsets me. I'm gonna spill the beans. Is when Mike comes in me and Laura's office. You know, what can we do collectively to be more productive as a team? Is there anything I should do? Is there anything you think you should do? And I said, whatever. Maybe we can also be a little more conscious of when we wind up having 15-minute conversations that turn into an hour and a half talks. So ever since then, he's got to tiptoe by my office and talk with me. Is it now a good time to talk? Do you have an hour and a half now to spill the beans on this one? And I'm like, why ask if you're gonna like push it back to my face? And this is why it's full circle.
I am a ball buster. You figured that out off there.
We all know that, but that's why I don't mind. You know, like it's whatever. But I also like know that sometimes, you know, if you want to like get in the groove and like start like seeing stuff, you can't be interrupted. Like you lose. Like sometimes you rock and roll and you just want to keep going. Yeah. Oh wow, my mom posted this beautiful picture of herself.
Yeah, and like so, Laura.
Oh, nice picture.
Is she like in the other room putting makeup on right now?
What?
Is your mom like doing a fashion show in the other room?
My mom?
Yeah, you said that was your mom, right?
Yeah, no, she posted a picture on Instagram because she told me yesterday she randomly got a message on Instagram from her friends from high school that had been looking for her for like 40 years. And like, they were all like, oh my God, we can't believe we found your page. So like they had all these pictures of her. And like, now I'm like, that's great. Like you have new friends that, you know, you didn't have now that are like coming back in your life. You could go do something, get the fuck out of the house.
I want to know what Frank and Anthony do that they're both ENFPs as well. Like, what do you do for a living? Do you find that you follow those? I'm sorry, I'll totally hijack this show because it's so interesting. Like all these people, like I'm enamored with this right now. So I was talking to my father. My father thinks so differently than me that he doesn't understand why I'm into it. It's so crazy. And my brother, oh yeah, like I said, won't take this shit. He will not take it. I'll sit next to him. He's like, I'll get to it. Superintendent. Interesting. All right, Anthony, I'm gonna write that down.
And Frank is the head of a software company. He's like the head of their sales.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. He's like the vice president, I think, of sales for a huge software company. But like I was saying, is Laura's great behind the camera editing. She doesn't like being on camera.
I wouldn't, if someone else will be in front of the camera, I would choose that first. Like I can be in front of the camera. I just if Christina's up for it, like Christina
definitely enjoys being
in front
of the camera.
Yeah.
Being in front of the camera once I'm there. My problem is like it's like some people say like going to the gym. Like I just gotta get there and then I'm fine. Like for me, it's like I just gotta get in the mindset of like, all right, we gotta buckle down and record today. Like I need to mentally prepare myself like a day before. Cause like I get very anxious and like I don't know, I get like once I'm there though, like
it's fine.
You're in a whole different mindset, like you're a whole different personality. Like I know a lot of like YouTubers are like
disassociation. Yeah, I'm here talking today. Like I've heard Christina too is.
It was funny. Hold on, I'm just putting this in for Anthony. It was funny because last week, God, you'll appreciate this. We were recording a video, me and Christina, and I will say we have a teleprompter now, and that is a huge help. Like the teleprompter makes things so much easier.
Oh yeah.
And then Christina's like, "You got to slow down. You have a speech impediment. No one can understand you."
Oh my God!
True.
Like, not how I said it at all. What do you got to make me sound like an asshole for?
Make me sound like an asshole.
How did you
You
say
do
it?
need to slow down when you speak on camera, though.
What I said is, you gotta speak a little slower because you do have a speech impediment. So we gotta make sure it's clear. And I was very kind about it, but it's a fact. I'm sorry that it felt like a slap in the face. It's not what I meant. But
What's a
you
speech
know what's wrong with me. And Laura knows for sure. How many videos have you recorded that we were like, you gotta do this again because we can't fucking understand you? Like,
Yeah.
What was a speech impediment?
We'll understand her, and none of us will. It's the same mindset. You guys are one in the same.
There's certain words I can't say, Tom.
Really? Like what?
He just
Like,
he blurs words together when he starts talking fast. So like that, it just becomes like
well,
two words together become one sometimes.
there's certain words. It's like dinger. I can't say dinger.
You just said it.
You know, you hear me. You understand me by point, but most people hear it with the J, dinger. Like
Dinger.
I can't say credit card, satellite. Like it's certain
Well, he's fine. I feel like
because you've got used to me.
I was gonna say I just hear the words, but
Yeah, but like I say, like if you dinger, it's like instead of dinger. I say satellite instead of satellite. It's when certain certain letters, like Todd understands because his wife does.
put your tongue on the roof of your mouth or in weird places.
Yeah.
Dave's an ESFPA, huh? ESFP? Dave.
What's that? Let's see. 16 personality, ESF. What is he?
Took the test, number one.
He's an entertainer. He got.
yeah.
I think he's
That's
perusing
Moss is the same one.
which one he wants to be. The test. I think he's like, that sounds good.
You know what's funny? Like, if you could totally do a whole show on this. So, Anthony,
Absolutely.
I could break down exactly what that means. Like, what extroverted? You could either be extroverted or introverted.
Mhm.
So more, but it's not like, do you like people? It's like, does it like? I find that I personalities, like, it drains them to be around people. Like they need a break.
Like to be outside the house, it drains them, and then when they're like one-on-one inside the house, like they're completely content. Yeah.
Yeah, and I need people. Like if I don't have people, I like it's like my power source. Without like people energize me.
It's like,
and I feel like being in crowds after a while like totally drains me. Like it takes like I said, it's like mental energy to like do something like that, go out in a space, and then I need to like mentally recover for a day after that. Like don't talk to me. I need to my whole bubble.
See, I could see you being a little like introverted if that's your feeling. So Anthony says he doesn't like people. People bother me, but I like to talk to people. Just can't be around them too much. You know what's funny, Anthony? Are you answering the questions the way you think you are, or legit how you are?
Because I know some of the questions are like, I'm comfortable speaking in front of people, and it's like you can force yourself to be comfortable speaking in front of people for like work, but are you like actually comfortable speaking in front of people is some of the differences that I found when taking the test.
Yeah,
I think that's with you too on the test, because they'll ask you the same question but like in a different like way, and you gotta almost like remember like, what did I say? Because if I super agree on this one and like just kind of agree on this one, but it's the same question, like what am I?
But that's what it's made to do, so you don't like answer the way you think you should be.
It's the same way when you used to apply for Costco, and it'd be like, would you steal $5 out of the register? If you found $5 on the floor by the register, would you take it? They ask you 6 questions to figure out if you're going to steal money from them.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if somebody says no, they wouldn't take $5 off the floor, I wouldn't hire them. So I'm like, you're full of shit. There's no way. It's full of shit.
You're lying. There's no way.
You are a liar. I'm not hiring no liar. Beat it.
Did you ever apply for like Costco? Like I applied for that like when I was much younger, and it was like 150 questions.
What?
Really?
For like a part-time cashier job.
Yeah, so it's Costco is union. So it is union. It's very hard to get into. And but yeah, it was insane. And I remember Target being very hard as well. I remember Target being a lot of questions.
I know CVS was too, because when I was like in my teens, I took the CVS interview test like several times and did not get through once. Like they just wouldn't like interview me. I don't know why. So I guess I failed that test.
So interesting. Anthony said he's comfortable talking to anyone, but feels like people aren't on his page and they look at you like you're nuts. There's nothing wrong with that. You think differently. Maybe you are ENFP, because I do too. I think very abstractly. Like people don't understand how I get to where I'm going in my head. I'm all over the place. But I don't think me and my father had an argument, not an argument, a discussion about all these personality types. He's like, I'm like, here's the thing. I'm always late. That's an ENFP thing. Like always late. But I'm like, Dad, I don't think time is real. It's a man-made construct. It's fugazi. So my father's like, you are insane. Time is real.
Well, time is a man-made thing, but there's still time is still time. Like, yes, time doesn't move. Like 1 hour could feel different than 1 hour later, but it's still the same amount of time in between physically of how long the sun takes to get around. And it's just
you're locking yourself into yourself into what we know. So this was my discussion with him when he was like, time is real, this and that. I'm like, we don't know time is real, number one, because there could be time travel. I was like, and if you like, it's impossible in our thought right now because we're not at that level yet. But back in the day, hundreds of years ago, people would argue the world is flat. So if there wasn't a guy that's like, no, it's not, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sail all the way around, everybody would agree the world is flat. We can't go past the horizon. So think about it. You need those forward thinkers or the outside the box thinkers to push society to another level. Not saying that everybody should be that person, because then nobody would be on time. But
nothing would get done.
There are the few who do push boundaries, and then we're like, follow them. It's like, oh wow, good idea. It's like, yeah, no shit.
There you go.
There you go, right there. You obviously have a flux capacitor on that.
So,
that's so freaking cool.
I completely understand what you're saying. I do believe at some point we will break the means to go back in time. It is science, right? I do believe in all this weird stuff. However, if Christina doesn't, if I tell you to boil the water, right, and I give you the same temperature and the same amount of water, the same amount of salt, it's going to take the same time every time to get that water to boil, at least according to a clock.
But time in itself is not something that the universe really subscribes to.
Right.
You know, like things will keep going. Yeah. So regardless of the fact of if we give it numbers or not, you know, it doesn't matter if it takes the same amount of time to us, because time for the universe it doesn't have a stop and an end. There's no 24 hours.
Ready, Mike? I disagree with you with this whole equation of like how long it'll take to boil water. Because if I bring you in a space station near a black hole, time totally changes. There is a vortex there.
That changes because, yes, that is 100% true. Because
now time's not right, is it? Well, it's all positional.
So, all right, I like your idea. Weight then is different. I would weigh different on different planets, so maybe I'm not overweight. Maybe I'm the perfect weight. I just happen to be near a black hole.
Or maybe you're just on the wrong planet, Mike. Maybe you're just on the wrong planet.
Maybe. Or I'm in the wrong state, because if I go to Texas, I'm skinny. So maybe I live in the wrong state.
Let's say if you go to Europe,
in the country.
I go to Europe. I got clothes from China once. I was like a 9X.
That's what it is. Yeah, no, like even in China, like I am like overweight. Like I'm big in China. I remember I got clothes from there.
Are you reading Mike's comments? I'm digging them. He said, doing a rip out of an apartment. I was talking to the owner, and he is like, what? I don't understand what you're saying. He said, forget it. Give me what I charge you and call it a day. It'll be done.
Where are you
going to like it?
Anthony's
comment. And they said, wasn't there a test of 4 dots that you can't take the pencil off the paper to connect the dots? Way to do it is go outside of the box.
Right.
It's interesting.
I agree with that. Yeah, I can't wait to go to Tokyo finally, because when I go to Japan, I'm going to be like,
you're tall?
I can't wait. Like when I went to Colombia, it was like my people. Like everyone was my height. I went to a bar and the seats were like smaller, so it like cupped my ass perfectly. And then when I took the autobus, and you sit on the bus seat, The bus seats are smaller. I swear to God.
Is this an issue that you find like in New York that the bus seats are too big for you?
Yeah.
Massive.
And don't go to Iceland or Norway because all of those were like
Oh, yeah,
my
they're
people. I was
very
normal
tall.
height all of
Yeah,
a
they're
sudden.
probably giant chairs out there.
So one of the
His
best
5
experiences.
feet on the bus, they dangle. He can't touch the floor.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Tom, one of the best parts about working the Olympics is when I see people from like Norway and Sweden and we're all out and we're all like clubbing and we're out, boozing with everybody. And I'm with these giants and as much as a phenomenon as I find them, they find me. It's like, oh, little person. Like,
yeah, because they believe in like these little people that live in the hills in these little troll houses, right? That are little tiny people.
Yeah.
They legit believe that. Like they leave food and stuff for them.
God.
That's me on every chair in America. When you go to Colombia, that's not the case.
Christine, you gotta look up
I'm
before I take you up. You're gonna miss it.
I love it. It's Met colors,
Todd,
unfortunately.
how tall are you, Todd?
Wow.
I'm pushing
Hey,
pushing 5'5". I'm like 5'5".
He's 5'5" when he wears 2-inch platform sneakers.
wow! I didn't even know that was your height. I'm 6'4".
Yeah, his
My
lip.
little lip.
I will say, like, we've told them this, Christina, but when Christina, was it Christina or Laura, when you first saw him after, like, we
Laura.
went out of quarantine?
I met Christina
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were like, wow, he was definitely much smaller than I expected when you met him.
Aw, it's not
and-
alone.
Someone said that too in your office. One of the techs said that too.
Oh, Gary, I think, said it.
He's like, wow, he's a lot shorter than I thought he was going to be. It's like, yeah, well,
Well, that was
What'd
like
you
when
say?
you told me when I saw me in the chair. You're like, "Oh, you can see how tall she is," and I was like, "I'm sitting in a chair."
Yeah, and Laura was like way taller than I thought she was gonna be because we like
Tom Bannis is a
I can tell
freaking
by the
beast of
neck.
a human being. You are a large man. You are
I'm
tall,
pretty-
and you
yeah.
are a house. You're a
I'm
freaking.
broad. I am. I'm not a small guy.
4.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, 6'4", 6'4", and I gained a little
Wow.
bit of my weight back, so I'm like 255.
I was gonna say you do look like you gained a little weight since I last saw you
I
online.
did. I don't like it. People say I look healthier because I was really thin.
A little fuller.
I need to drop it again. I want to get back into those 220s again. That's
That
the
seems
better
a
weight.
little low for someone your height.
What's up?
It seems a little low for someone your height.
You would think so, but they say my height's supposed to be 190, which is
Yeah, but you
crazy.
can't-
What?
No, they want you to be
6'4" and 190. Are you going by the BMI? Because
Yeah,
the
by
BMI is
BMI
not right. Yeah, BMI is not right.
I'm teetering overweight on the
Yeah,
BMI.
I was gonna
so
say, like,
crazy. That's crazy.
I'm right on the cusp of like being overweight, and like I know that I'm not
Yeah.
unhealthy.
I
so.
know that I'm not.
Well-
bottom line.
Two things. I want to, Anthony. Yes, I am cold, and Dave. Yes, I am fun sized. I'm like the fun sized Snickers.
All right, so we've been on an hour 15 minutes on our return from Breakfast with Bloomy. We hope
That's a great, solid return.
to
Yeah.
not be back. Maybe we'll be back for this week. Why we 2 more days, but after that, we hope to not see you again.
Could I chime in? If you
How much
if you
are we
want to
betting
learn,
December 2nd back in quarantine?
December 5th, I said. If
Oh,
if
5th,
you want to
sorry.
learn why it's going to be back in quarantine, tune in tonight, Facts Not Fear, for our 30-something week in a row on Wednesday nights.
Tom, I give you credit, man. You really running this fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you at this point you're more than us, right? You did more than 150 episodes with everything.
yeah.
Oh yeah. If you do what, bro, 26 hours the other night. That was 2 nights
yeah.
ago.
Oh,
That was
jeez.
like 2-3 nights ago. 26
What was
hours
our
of
longest
gambling.
one?
I think
I
our
love it.
longest
After
one was
dark.
like 4 to 6 hours or something.
3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. We did 10 at 10 p.m. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It was like 5 hours.
I gotta go. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
So I'm bugging out. So,
All right, guys. This was
Cool.
cool.
Training.
Good time.
Such a
Christina,
pleasure, guys.
Wish me luck on my day off. You see him through my hoodie?
Guns. You got guns.
Day off? Day off of what?
My mom's home.
That too.
Oh,
So I have to be home and she's home and
Get your gains, girl.
we got
Shredded.
Christina, after this, we have to finish our referral program so we could get that live because Techie Geek is doing a referral competition where you could win either an Xbox One X or a Sony PlayStation 5 for the holidays. So We are going to hopefully go live and announce that today or tomorrow at the latest.
Mhm.
Be on the lookout.
All right, guys. Good
So,
to
bye.
see
This was fun.
This was
This
fun.
was fun.
Christina, goodbye. Laura, goodbye. Tom, thank you for joining us. Why are you blowing kisses, Tom? That's a little odd.
To you, Mike.
Nice
Royal
headset.
Wave. You don't watch The Crown? God damn it. Such a good show.
Is Gillian Anderson in the crowd? The Crown?
I don't know actors and actresses' names.
The one from Scully from X-Files.
No, I don't think so.
No, because she's in some British. What is Todd doing?
It's so good, man. That show is so good.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I need a new show. Bye-bye, Anthony.
You'll
Thank
like The Boys.
The Boys I watch. What do you mean?
Do you?
Like,
All right. I've just heard about it. Like I'm not a TV. I only watch when I'm not working. I've been working nonstop. It's crazy.
The Boys is excellent. Yeah. The
Make
Boys
money.
Trying. No, the work comes before the money. To me, money always comes after the work. And I don't care about money. Also, man-made construct. I just use it as a tool to do what I like to do. It's not real.
Watch Heroes. First season was excellent.
Yeah, I watch it.
Heroes is good.
First season was excellent. I'm looking for a goodbye. So we are saying goodbye. Thank you. And we are out.